Hello and welcome to my channel. She Moves in Silence. I am Melissa Michelle and I am so excited about this first video because it gets to show you the person behind this channel. I am so excited about that. I'm excited about the new subscribers that I have. I want to say thank you so much for subscribing to this channel, for every like and every share, for the engagement, because guess what? Without you, it couldn't be a channel. So I want to say thank you for that. I want to say thank you for those who will come across this channel for the very first time. I'm thanking you in advance for subscribing, liking, sharing, and hitting that notification bell so you won't miss out on any content that comes through this channel. She Moves in Silence. It is about motivating. It's about encouraging. It's about lifting each other up. It is about letting women know that you do not have to be loud to be seen. You do not have to be loud while you are becoming everything that Yahweh say that you can become. It is about moving in silence as we are creating generational wealth. It's about not letting our left hand know what our right hand is doing, but we are just doing it. We are doing it and we are accomplishing it. This channel is about helping women to change their mindset on how they think of themselves, how they view themselves, how women who view themselves as having low self-esteem and self-worth. This channel is about building you up and letting you know that you are somebody and that you are worthy of everything that Yahweh say that you can have. So again, welcome to this channel. She Moves in Silence. She Moves in Silence. Again, I'm so excited to be here and I'm so excited for you. Let me introduce myself to you. Again, I am Melissa Michelle. I am 64 and a half years old. I am a mother of four, a grandmother of eight. Oh, I love my grandkids. I am an educator. I'm a motivational speaker. I am an author. I am a business owner. I have an associate and bachelor's degree in criminal justice because at one time I wanted to be a lawyer. I also have a master's degree in business administration slash entrepreneurship. And I'm currently right now doing digital marketing. And at some other time in another video, I'm going to talk to you about digital marketing because I want you to be able to tap into all that money that people are making, that I am making through this digital marketing space. But that's for another time. Right now, I want to talk about breast cancer as we are nearing the month of October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I want to share my story in hopes that it would be a blessing to someone else, in hope that it would encourage someone else that's going through this or maybe have a loved one that's going through this. I don't consider myself as a breast cancer survivor because when you are surviving something, you have to probably continue to survive it over and over and over again. When you think that you have mastered it, when you think that you have gotten over that particular situation, it comes right back. And so you find yourself surviving in that again. So I consider myself as a breast cancer conqueror. I am a conqueror because when you conquer something, it doesn't come back. When you conquer something, it is done. You won the battle. So I won the battle through my Lord and Savior, Yahweh. He healed me and He healed me once and for all that I would never have to deal with breast cancer again. So I am a breast cancer conqueror. So there are going to be a few videos where I'm going to be sharing with you some excerpt from my book, my story, my decision, my journey. This book talk about everything that I went through what people had said, and what people try to project on me, and telling me how I should handle this and how I should handle that. But there's also a book of poems and of my journey that I know that will be an encouragement to you. So here's my story. In 2015, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I retired a year before that at the age of 55. And when you retired, retiring or have retired, you are looking for that time when you can just live your life and enjoy your life because you worked so hard for it. You saved up for it, and now you're retired, and you say, you know what? I am going to enjoy my life. I don't have to clock in to a 9 to 5 job anymore. I don't have to help someone else build their empire, but I'm going to take this time to love on myself and enjoy my family and just travel. You know all that stuff that we think about, right? When we in the process of retiring, of what we're going to do with that time. So I had retired in 55. My daughter at that time was 16. She graduated a year early. She was um, set to go to the University of Hartford in Connecticut on campus to go to school. And then that following year, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Never in a million years that I thought that this would ever be my story, because there was no history of breast cancer in my family. No one, when I say absolutely no one, had breast cancer in my family before. So I was kind of shocked that I was diagnosed with this. Now, keep in mind, when it comes to getting my checkups and doing what I need to do to stay healthy, that's me. If I feel a little pain, I'm going to the doctor. That's just me. I'm going to the doctor. But I kept up with all my pap smears and my breast exam, mammograms, and all of that. And that particular year, I went and got my mammogram like I normally do every year, right? But this time, when I got my results, they said it was good, but they said that I had dense breasts, and I always had dense breasts from what I can remember. But they never um, suggested me taking another exam because of the fact that I had dense breasts. Because when you have dense breasts, it's really hard to see anything behind that. But this was the first time that they suggested that I go and have another exam. And on that exam, they discovered that I had breast cancer. Just to take you back a little bit, in 1990, I was living in Charlotte in 1990, and there was some lymph nodes underneath my left breast. They took out the lymph nodes. They said everything was fine, okay. But then in 2006, in that same breast, my my breast began to leak blood, right? I had an operation for them to fix that. And then here in 2015, in that same left breast that was causing me problems over the course of years, now shows up that I had breast cancer. Now, let me make this clear. There are different stages of breast cancer. And this is some of the things I talk about in my book, because people were saying, well, that's really nothing, because I had the lowest stage of breast cancer. But to me, that was a lot. I don't care if it was stage 0, stage 1, whatever. I had breast cancer. And people said to me, because of the decisions that I made, that I was just being too extreme. But let me say this to anyone that might be going through this: do not let nobody tell you what to do about your body. You have to do what is best for you. Everybody's story of breast cancer is not the same. The stages are not the same, right? The treatments are not the same. But we all have one thing in common. There is a common denominator. And that common denominator is you have breast cancer, whether it's stage 0, stage 4, whether you have to take radiation or just take chemo or take medication. The common denominator that we as women and men have is that we have breast cancer. We might not have the same common denominator of the type of breast cancer we have or the stage of cancer that we have, but we still have breast cancer. So I want everyone that's listening to me, do not let nobody tell you what to do with your body. You make your own decisions concerning your body because it's not their body, it's your body, right? And so, again, people say, well, you have a lowest form of breast cancer. Why are you upset? I remember going to a church in New York that I grew up in and sharing my story. And one person said to me, they said to me, why are you so upset about losing your breast? Why is that such a big deal? And I'm like, really? So you trying to tell me if someone would cut off your breast, it wouldn't be a big deal to you? Or you lose a limb, that's not a big deal to you? So there gonna be some people that gonna say some stupid stuff. You understand what I'm saying? They're gonna say some stupid stuff. And all I can do at that moment is just look at this person like, you can't be for real right now. I'm here sharing with you my story of how I had a double mastectomy, and you telling me that is not a big deal, right? Okay, whatever. Sometimes you just gotta let things slide. Just walk away from ignorance. You know what I'm saying? So your decision is your decision. And so in one of the poems in my book, and I'm gonna, as I tell this story, I will read the poems about the sections that I am talking about. This is your decision. Just give me a moment. So this poem is called Decisions, Decision, Decisions. My decision, my decision was my decision. And everyone might not agree, but this breast cancer had nothing to do with you. It was all about me. I'm the one who spent agonizing days and nights wondering if this was the right decision for me to make. I'm the one who fought with, will I still be? Will I still be the same woman I once was before the cancer? Or will what I once loved will now be what I hate? I went through an emotional roller coaster in my mind, wishing that this was not my story, wishing I can go back in time and not be on this journey. But life happens to us all. Even though this decision was very hard to make, we must accept the chips wherever they may fall. I made this decision not on what you think, but I made this decision for me to live. So just support and love me because this is what I need right now. Don't shun me or walk away, but hold me and tell me it's going to be okay. It's your decision. It's your decision. Not your family, not your spouse, not your children. It's your decision because at the end of the day, you have to live with that decision, okay? And so in 2015, I was diagnosed with cancer. I remember that day so vividly. It was a summer day in August, and I was taking my daughter and her friend for him to enroll in school. And I was in the car when I got the phone call from the nurse. And because I didn't want to alarm them, I just listened to what she said and went on about my business. I didn't say anything to them in the car. I waited until I got home and I cried. I cried because I was thinking, nah, this just cannot be me. Impossible. Where did that come from? I check myself every year. I do the right things. I do self checks. Where did that come from? It can't, nobody in my family even have it. But yet it was me. I guess, people will say, why can't it be you? And that's what I thought. After I went to all that, why not? You know, it is what it is. But it was devastating. It was so devastating, the fact that I had breast cancer.